I'm going to be using the Conair Instant Heat. I want to say that this is probably like maybe 1 1/4. I don't think it's quite as big as 1 1/2 inches. Maybe 1 1/4, maybe 1 1/2 inches. It's not 1 inch. I know it's bigger than that. So yeah, I have it on the highest heat setting and I use the turbo so that it heats up quickly. It is a basic curler. I have showed you guys this in one of my favorites not too long ago. I think I got it from like Walmart or Target or H-E-B for like maybe $20, and it's lasted me a really long time. So I'm going to show you guys how I get the curls in my hair that you have seen recently in my video so that my hair doesn't look like this. I'm just going to take a small section, I'd say maybe about 1 inch or so, and then I'm just going to take a clip and clip the rest of this. I'm actually going to talk you through this curl so that you guys have a good idea of how I curl it, and then the rest of them I'm just going to fast forward because it's fairly simple, and I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of tutorials like this here on YouTube. So you can obviously do this where you just wrap your hair around the clamp or around the barrel, but I have a Cortex curling iron for that has different wands that you can actually do that to. A clipless curling iron, that's the words I'm looking for, that you can wrap your hair around. So I don't do this. I feel like this is a standard curling iron, and so I use it as a standard curling iron. So I just take, because my hair is fluffy at the top, and you can see like it's curly on its own, I really try and like straighten out the tops of my hair just briefly with the curling iron. So I just run it through a few times just like that so that it can kind of take out the fluffiness, and then about halfway down I stop my curling iron and I curl up and then let that sit for a little while, and then I just take my left hand and kind of release the clamp just a little bit so it releases some of the hair, and then I continue to curl up and then clamp it a little bit so it releases the hair, and then continue to curl up. So after I've held that there, which that's a little bit longer than I usually hold it. That was probably about 20 or 30 seconds. I usually hold it about 10 or 15. Then as you can see, it gives me a perfectly bouncy little curl. So I usually let it sit there for a little while and do the rest of my hair, and then at the very end I will kind of run my fingers through them. So I'm just going to finish up this side and show you guys the results. Okay, so last I have what used to be bangs. Now they're a little long. They used to be most of my bangs. Now they're just kind of a face frame. But as you can see, the rest of my hair is done. I'm trying to beat the sun right now because, you know, it's around like the time when it's starting to get dark, and so I mean it's still light outside, but it's kind of washing me out. So I want to finish this up before the sun beats me. So what I do with this is, because the front part of my hair is usually the straightest because I put it back in like a ponytail, I'll just kind of run the curler through all of them. So I'm using that same technique where I start at the middle and kind of let the lever go and slide down and then roll up. This takes a little bit of time to like get the technique actually going and to learn it and things like that, but I mean the more you practice, the more I can say the easier it is. It literally takes me next to no time to curl my whole entire hair like this. So I'm curling up for the most part higher up with this curling iron because it doesn't curl all the way up. You'll see when I let go of the curl that it doesn't actually curl that high up. I mean, it does curl, but as you can see, like I had the curler way up here and it curled only from down here down. And then of course when you run your fingers through it and stuff like that. Alrighty, so here is the finished product. As you can see, lots of bounce. My hair is getting super long already. I mean, this is like way longer. It's grown really quickly, and I'm not sure if it's because I I've taken like better care of it this time around. I really don't know. But this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to bring it all to the front here so that I can comb through it. Just going to kind of run my fingers through all of it. You can see here, like they're pretty big curls to begin with, but I'm definitely going to make them like a lot more, what's a good word for it? A lot more flowy, not so defined. And for these type of curls, I don't usually put hairspray in them because they do start to fall by themselves. I really don't have to worry about them staying because of the way that I curled it. They actually last a lot longer by themselves. But if I were going to use hairspray, I would definitely use like the Tresemme one or the Elnet flexible hold, because you definitely still want to be able to run your fingers through them and have them be bouncy curls like this. So I hope that this helped you guys. Like I said, I definitely would recommend a curling iron like this, the Conair ones. They're really inexpensive investment to make, and they work really well. I've mentioned this to you guys in a previous video. I've had this one for literally like, I don't even know, 7, 8 years, and it still works fine. It's trucking along, and it was really inexpensive, so I highly recommend that. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you to see how I curl my hair like this. Now I've done a few different tutorials on my hair, which all the tutorials that I've ever done on my hair will be linked down below. I've showed you how I straighten it, how I blow dry it, how I do like Hollywood curls, how I do hot rolling curls, and then now this one. So if you guys have any more hair tutorial requests, don't forget to leave them in the bottom bar below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!